Hello, friends. It is Denise from Loving Life at 60ish. And my Etsy shop is fairyrosecottage.etsy.com. And I do like to tell you that because it's a lot of people, their Etsy shop is the same name as their YouTube channel, and mine is not. So the Etsy shop is fairyrosecottage.etsy.com. And people have asked me why. I mean, I think it's just a matter of when you open a shop and when you open a YouTube channel or whatever it might be. But my YouTube channel was to encompass everything that I'm loving at being in my 60s. And then, and I know there's some, what's the word I'm trying to think of? There's some ironicness, I don't know if that's a word, to that name, but that's okay. And the Etsy shop was named to encompass basically anything I wanted to sell, because I had some specific Etsy shops. I have my all dressed up couture shop, which is children's dress up clothes. I have my Fairy Rose Garden shop, which was Fairy Garden Supplies. And then I have this Fairy Rose Cottage shop. The other two shops are not open right now. I did close my big shop, which was the All Dressed Up Couture shop, back a year ago, this past July, so that I could settle into being with and helping Scott on his journey and on our journey, I guess. And that shop is incredibly busy. I was extremely busy in it. And I'm a one-woman show. I did have someone who helped me cut fabric, but I did everything else. So anyway, that's why I have two different names. So the channel is Loving Life at 60ish, and the which I'm hoping that name will help me to expand things as my 60s go on. I did do some journaling and planner things and scrapbooking stuff in the beginning, and I would like to get back to that at some point, but you know, my time is not mine right now. So Loving Life at 60ish, and I am Denise, and my shop is fairyrosecottage.etsy.com, and we're actually using all the savings challenges today are from that shop, downloads from that shop. We are doing our yearlies, and by that I mean all those pesky charges that come up on a yearly basis or semi-yearly basis. Like our property taxes are twice a year, not once a year. But things like property tax, heating oil. Now that's more than once a year, but it's only for a certain part of the year. Same with the propane for the generator. Prime, Amazon Prime comes up once a year, and it can zap you if you don't catch it. And then, you know, other things like my Shopify site, which I have not used in a year and I'm still paying for because I don't want to lose it or have to start over again. But yeah, so different things like that. So that's what we're doing today. But first I have a little bit of happy mail. I've not decorated my September calendar yet. It took me a while to decorate the August one way back when. So it might take me a while to do the September one also. Happy mail. This is from CBA Mom Saves. Look at the truck. It says happy mail on it. That will go, if I can get it off from there. I'm not sure because it looks like the tape went over it. Maybe I could cut it out. I'll put it in my happy mail binder. And this is from Jo from the budgeting community. And she is CBA Mom Saves. And she sent me, well, come on. I love Happy Mail. As you know, I don't know anyone that doesn't love Happy Mail. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? And it says, Denise, I enjoy watching your YouTube videos. I hope you will use these and enjoy them. Heart, Jo. YouTube and Etsy is CBA Mom Saves. And she sent me a couple of $10 placeholders. And now she sent me some things a while back too. I think it's right there. Yes. Yep. And I haven't started using them yet, but I will. And then look at that. All you need is love. And you rule. So stickers for my Happy Mail binder. And then she sent me these cute little, they're all kind of minis. Happy fall, y'all. I'll use that in my mini, Monday minis. YouTube and, oh, that's just her name, but I guess I can decide how much each tractor is worth. And then there's a saving for fun, saving for dining out, saving a buffer, you know, a just in case type of a thing. And oh shoot, which is, you know, that's so cute. Just saving a little bit for so thank you very much, Jo. This was really sweet of you. And I think probably, I mean, I'll use this as a mini. I'm not sure about this, what book I'll use this one in. Sometimes, well, I'll have to think about it. And then this one I think is a great little idea. So I'll use these in something also. So thank you very much. Stay tuned for when I use them. And then, I also got Ellie on Earth sends out a savings challenge, a group savings challenge. And I'm assuming that's what this is. Usually she sends a note in it and there wasn't a note, but I'm pretty sure this is the group challenge for the next 2 months. And she always uses a vintagey type of a card. And this looks like a Halloween theme. And she does not tell us how much we're going to save. And I know that they're all different, the ones that she sends out. So I'm going to put this here and hopefully be able to save some right at the beginning of the week. I really have to do some cleaning up, guys. I always save Ellie's envelopes because they are good to use in the Happy Mail book. I don't know. I haven't shown the Happy Mail book in a long time, but I did start it. And I just add Happy Mail when it comes. See, there's Ellie's things that sometimes she sends stickers and I didn't like, I can still unstick these and use them as actual stickers. And we have letters and coloring. We have sticker things, lots and lots of cards from people. I still have so much left to enter in here. But I'm loving it so far. This is just things that people have sent me. I got Doorables, Villains, and Up ones sent to me recently. This is one of my favorite cards. It was a card with a poipus, I said. And then some tissue paper from the Blessed Daisy budgets. And just a lot of fun little things that you guys send me along the way, and I just like to put them in. This is Christmas, and I think I need to signify, somehow show that this is Christmas 2024, right? I mean 2023, right? And then I'll do Christmas 2024. This is just a a big size happy planner that I put all kinds of different paper in. I made this on AI and that. And yeah, so all kinds of little things. Isn't this fun? And then there's more paper here to add more things. So I've got a lot of stuff piled up to add more. So if you don't see your Happy Mail in there, know that it will, it takes me, like, I need an afternoon where I can make a mess and I don't have to clean up afterwards and, blah, blah, blah. So we're doing yearlies, and the yearly money right now is coming from the minis. So when I save from the minis, Monday minis, I get all kinds of ones. And I want to see if I can rectify that a little bit with some bigger, because it really is okay to do some bigger bills in this. Let me see what this one. Yeah, savings. So this is, oh, nope. Well, we don't want a 50, but we could do some 10s, definitely. 10, 20, 30, 40. Well, that's too bad. 45. All right, let's do that. I guess it's just all savings, actually. Savings May. 45. Oh, good. We've got some more in here. So let's see. Let's do this 45 and add 25. Yeah, that defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Well, no. 25. What am I doing here? 25 plus 20 is 45. Yes. Okay, so we'll do that and put that in here. It just needs some bigger bills because I do use a lot of larger bills in here. Okay, so that goes in here. And then we have some more here too. There's some 20s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. See what I did there? And we'll just put those here. I don't know about 20s. Actually, I think we could probably do 20s. So that's 50. 20, 40, 20, 40, 20, 40, 60. Let's do 20, 40. Nope. 20, 40. Oh, I didn't give it 60. 20, 40, 60. No, 20, 40. Oh, and this is 50. So we're going to take 10 out of this one. Okay, that's good. So we'll try that. And hopefully I did this right. Let's see. 3 is 75. There's another one. 7. 120. 15. 242. That is correct. Yay! It's always good when that happens. Okay, well, let's start with this. I just feel like the smaller bills kind of fill things up so quickly, and we don't have to have smaller bills. I am going to keep this one out because we do have some more. We have some 50s and 20s we could maybe use. I don't know what's this one. That one goes inside here. That goes back there. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let's see. So we've got some 10s and some 5s because these are bigger, right? Bigger money. Savings challenges. I'm going to put those there and keep them banded for now. And then we have 40. We've got some more 10s. And we got another 5. And we've got some 20s. Okay. Now, so we were starting with property taxes, and I'm going to be completely transparent. We paid our property taxes at the middle of last month, August. They were due at the end of the month. And we paid the half that was due. And the second half is due in March, the end of March. We have that second half, and it is stashed away where we can't get it to spend it or anything. I mean, we could get it, but it takes a few steps. So I am all set for property taxes for March. So it's not that I'm not going to keep doing this, because I am, but I'm not going to make this one my biggest priority. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to do one balloon for now, because there's others that we really need to do. Red. These have gotten pretty out of control again. I found some more Sharpies a while back, and so yeah. So each balloon is $11, and it will take us to a little over what we owe in property taxes. I probably could have done $10 a balloon, but you know, it just doesn't hurt to be over. This one is one that we do need to get done because it's for the generator and the furnace, servicing them for the year. And that is coming up pretty soon. Well, we don't have an appointment for either one, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But let's do this. Let's put a 20 in for now. And then we'll probably come back. Well, I'm sure we'll come back to this one. I like to give them all a little bit of love first, and then come back and do the ones that are the coming up the soonest. Like this is propane. We have had a propane delivery. Our propane tanks are full. This is for our generator. So this money is for bringing in, for paying for when we run our generator, right? We will, like last year, we had to have it filled up 3 times through the winter because we had the most power outages that we've ever had last year. So, and then heating oil is very important. We will be having a delivery pretty soon, probably. we're going to do 20 in there. So we do have to try to get some more of this done. Although I will say we have some money set aside for the first delivery, because it won't be very big because it's pretty full right now. This is a yearly vet bill. I will tell you. So this is only, I'm going to do 10. This is only for their visit in December. So they all 3 go in December for yearly visits. This does not include the emergency room visits and the medications and stuff, which have really dragged us down a bit this year. But this will be the yearly. Now, the other thing is one of our debts. We have 3 debts. We have our car. We have the medical bills. And we have vet billing. It's called vet billing. It's a way to kind of pay the bigger bills, and there is a fee for it, but it's not a large fee, so it's like paying a little bit of interest basically. But every time that it gets kind of low, one of the animals gets sick and we have to put it back on vet billing. So, and I pay, I think it's $182 a month for it. We just got a statement in the mail the other day, and we owe $92 on it. I am knocking on wood that we don't build that up again anytime soon. So I'm sure they'll be happy when we have it paid off. It should just take this next payment. That's it. Well, half of this next payment. So that's kind of nice. That's one debt that will be pushed aside for now. Knowing though, full well knowing that your animals are expensive, and all 3 of our animals are in the geriatric age. This is the prime, the $139.99 prime bill that comes up every year. And we're going to put 10 in it. So, yeah, so that feels really good that debt will be gone. The car debt will not be gone for about 4 years. Although I am going to try to wrap my head around how do I pay so that it's not all going towards interest, you know? I mean, that was crazy, my first statement, because I haven't looked at that in the past, I guess, and I'm like, whoa, it all went to interest, almost the whole entire almost $400 payment. So yeah, this is for Canva. So Canva, I pay for my Canva. It's $119 a year, and I gotta have it for my business. 5. Okay, we're gonna call that good for now. We might put some more in. I'm feeling pretty good about these. Not as panicky as I was. Now, I have had a lot of questions and a lot of thoughts from people, and I always appreciate you guys' thoughts and opinions and all that stuff. One thing that I get asked a lot is, what savings challenges do you use for your regular bills? Like electric and TV and cell phone and things like that, because a lot of people notice I don't ever say this is going towards the electric bill or anything like that. But we have a financial planner, and he's been wonderful. We felt like we needed one when my husband was disabled from work, and we were working through the whole workers' comp crap and everything. So we have a budget. So we have specific items that don't change, are about the same price every month, except the electric bill is always different. It was double in July and August because we ran the air conditioner so much. But anyway, that's another story. But DirecTV, they are crazy. I don't like it. I wish we could get rid of it. Scott likes it. So it is here to stay at this point. But we'll pay and it'll be kind of affordable, like $90 a month, and then all of a sudden it doubles to $180 a month, and we have to call them and they say, oh well, we gave you an introductory price. Well, we've been using DirecTV for, I'm gonna guess, 20 some years, over 20 years actually, because we used it in the old house too. And so, and it always kills me that those companies will give businesses, not businesses, new, right? New customers this great deal. And then us old customers who have stuck with them all these years, they give us sucky deals. Sorry, pardon the language, but it's so frustrating. But anyway, so those fairly stable, this is for Shopify, my all dressed up couture site, fairly stable. I'm putting in 10 right now. Monthly cost, those are all already in our account. They come out automatically. The car payment, all of that. So it's not that we don't have those bills, it's that we already have them taken care of, just by how we've budgeted our income over the month. So for the most part, the things that I use for savings challenges is extra money, and not really extra money, because obviously, like car registration, right? This is not extra money. I mean, we got to register the car, but it's money that sits in the account and doesn't get used for those monthly bills. And then I just spend it because I see, oh, well, we have $400 extra this month. Well, we really don't, because we have all the yearly bills and stuff. So I hope that makes sense to you. It's the same with saving for vacation or household renovations, anything like that. I would just normally just take it out of our account and not be accountable for it. You know what I mean? I just do it. And then all of a sudden the car registration would come up and I'd be like, oh, I don't have the money for the car registration because we now have new windows or whatever it is. That's an exaggeration, but so yeah, we're going to do one more of this just because. So we have more debt right now than we have had in 3 years, because we have a bigger car payment. We have the medical bills is what has, become the big debt for us. So, I have to work on that stuff. Like I said, there are 3 things that we have debt. We don't have a mortgage anymore. We don't owe people. We just don't. I do have a credit card that's a a Disney one that I keep for points. But when I buy something on it, I then immediately pay it off in full the next month. The only time that I didn't do that was when Merida had her emergency room stay a couple of months ago because of the seizures, and then I just couldn't do it, you know. So we're gonna put, I think, 50 in this one. 20, 30, 40, 50. But I'm gonna do it this way, guys, because oh, maybe I can't. I thought we had a 50. Oh, we do. Look at that. But I don't want to use all those 10s, right? We're going to give it another bunch of 1s. Now I'll probably wish I had some 1s, but that's all right. And that will feel good to have a little more of this one paid off, right? Let's see. I wouldn't mind skipping around a little bit. We have a 3 there that we haven't paid yet. Let's get rid of these 2 20s, because those are always the killer ones, right? Oh, here's another 20. 20, 40. And then we'll do this 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We skipped around a little bit, but that's all right as long as we build that wall. And then propane, we're going to skip past for a minute. Heating oil, each one is 10. So we're going to do the same thing for that one. Someone had suggested doing this, adding more to the big ones that need to be taken care of. 40, 50, which is a good idea because, so this one, probably the first delivery we have will be about $300. So if we could get it to the end here. And again, this one's in December. So we'll just pay another 10 on this one. And we're going to skip back to the propane because, you know, it's going to come, right? 10, 20, 25, 30, 10, 20. Feels good to see these filling in, right? I mean, it still feels overwhelming, but 10, 15, 20, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30. But it's going to get there, going to get there. So I feel like our next payment is going to be this one. So let's finish it. Not finish it, but $31. Okay, so let's do 10, 20, 30, right? Well, let's just recount that. Oh, I keep forgetting that 3. Gosh darn it. You know what we're going to do? This seems weird, I know, but we're going to uncolor this 3. Sorry, I know I'm shaking you, but we did that 10. We're going to uncolor that 3 and color this 3 because I'll just never remember. So let's see. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30. Oh, you know what I should have done? I did those 3 10s though, didn't I? There's no 1s. This one is filling up. When I made this for one of you guys, I thought, yeah, I'd never be able to do that. I'd never fill it up. I don't think I have anything that's $1 here. Oh, I do. That's right. I love that I do this, even though I forget that I have at least one challenge in each book where it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6s, or right around there. So when I have an extra little tidbit, I can put it in. I feel like I'm, it's okay that it's moving right along. So, yeah. All right. I am in my... It's interesting. I was listening to a podcast today, and this is kind of off topic, but not maybe either. But I had said the other day that I just wasn't feeling up to doing anything, and I'm not sick. I just don't have any energy, and I don't want to do anything, and I want to eat crap, junk all the time, and blah blah blah, and that's how I'm feeling. And so I was listening to this podcast about a woman who had a multi-million-dollar business, and she was she was young, in her 20s, and feeling sick, and just, it was all too much, basically. And so she took a year off, closed it down, gave the people that worked for her severances, canceled out a mastermind that she had scheduled, paid all the customers back for that, all that stuff. I mean, that was like, I was listening to that, and that just put me in a panic mode. But then I thought, I didn't do anything on such a big scale, okay? But I did close my business last July with the feeling that I would take a year off, right? And it's obviously been past a year now. And she talked about, the podcaster was asking this woman, well, what did you do in that year? Because now she's back into business again. She's loving it. She's got it how she wants it. She's not overwhelmed. And she said, some of what I did was I slept 12 hours a day, she said. Excuse me. And she said, I watched Netflix. I just sat and watched Netflix. And, she said, and then after a couple 2 or 3 months of that, I started going for walks, and I did more with my friends and family, and we worked through a couple of things on my bucket list. And what I was waiting for her to say is, and I made a plan, and I set it out, and I wrote it all down, and I figured out what I wanted to do with my life and everything. But she didn't say any of that. And she said, and then in the conversation, she said, I really didn't do that. She said, I think just in the process of getting enough sleep, 12 hours a day, and doing mind numbing stuff like watching Netflix and going for walks. She said, I think my head just sorted it all out for me. And she was talking about, when your body feels like you can't go any further, listen. Listen to it, right? And so I think my body is saying, I'm done. I don't want any more of your to-do list, Denise. I don't want to have to sit at the computer and, whatever. I just want to sleep and eat and watch some Netflix. Although it's not Netflix I'm watching. It's Hulu and Peacock right now. And, so I was thinking about that today, and I thought, maybe I need to just say it's okay. It's just okay, because I took a year off back in July and I didn't do any of that stuff. We have been going nonstop. I don't know if you remember, but there were 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks total that we were up at Cancer Care every single day, Monday through Friday, every day, for radiation or for chemo. Of course, radiation is an everyday thing. And one of his cycles of radiation was 21 days every day. And then there was chemo at the beginning of it and chemo at the end of it. So it was 21 plus 3 is 24 plus 3, 27 days in a row that we were on the road and sitting at Cancer Care. And I'm telling you guys, if you've ever had to sit in a hospital or a medical place for any length of time on a regular basis, it's exhausting. I mean, he sleeps the whole time and he still comes home tired. And I sit there and I am exhausted by the time I leave. So anyway, I really appreciated listening to the podcast. So the podcast name is The Gold Digger, and it's Jen, oh, I can't remember, but it's The Gold Digger. She's blonde, and she was interviewing a woman, and that was the other thing. This woman was Asian, and of course I can't speak to that at all. But, she grew up having to change herself to fit in, change everything about herself, not eat, I never really thought about it, but not eat the foods she usually eats, take to lunch the foods she usually eats because they smelled funny to people, or, different things like that. So it was a really interesting podcast. And, but what she did was she turned her business into something that wasn't her either, because she, like many of us, was a people pleaser. And so she kept adding things to this business because that's what people wanted. And, I did that with my All Dressed Up Couture business. I made costumes, I made outfits, I made headpieces that I had really no interest in making. Not all of them, guys. A few that I would make because there was such a demand for them or people wanted them. And they're not my best sellers. My best sellers are the ones that I wanted to make. And so anyway, there's all these little bits and parts. It's very interesting, I think. And I I am going to give myself some grace, and I am going to feel guilty. I know I am, but I'm right now, I'm going to go have some iced coffee and sit and read, or I am, on the 4th season of Dance Moms. Scott is sleeping. The kids didn't come over today because my son and his girlfriend are gone. So I did meet my daughter and her family for a quick lunch at a local place. Scott didn't go because his head is bothering him, which could be the cancer that's in his head, in his brain now, or it could be, who knows, just a number of things. So, but anyway, I guess that was kind of twofold about, I don't even know where that came from, except I was going to just say, oh, I hope you all have a great day and don't work too hard. And I'm just not going to work too hard today. And I'm going to look at all the stuff on my to-do list and not get it done today, because I can tell when it takes a lot for me to catch my breath, that it's time to step back a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. And I hope that you get a chance to do that too. And I hope that you believe that you have the chance and the right to do that. I'm not talking take a whole year off like she did. I just think that we, especially as women, men have their own set of issues with this, but we as women feel like we have to, basically do it all, get it all done. And that whole hustle mentality. I obviously stepped back from that with my all dressed up couture shop, but I now realize I need to kind of step back from it, from life in general. And, the medical appointments and the hanging out with Scott are the most important things. And if I'm going to choose to sit and watch YouTube videos and, read, drink iced coffee, sleep, watch Netflix, then I do need to do a few things, such as if I'm going to eat, I need to make some better choices and things. But I feel like it's just a good season to change things up a little bit. And that doesn't mean anything about YouTube. I'm still going to be here. That I've stepped back a little bit. I don't always do a video every day right now. And that's because of our schedule and because of my energy. And but I'm still gonna be here. I still got ideas in my head. I got a really cool idea I'm trying to figure out if I want to take on for the savings community or not. So yeah, that's me rambling again. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you heard something that made sense to you, that maybe you needed to hear. In the meantime, my word for the year is rest, and I have not used it most of the year, so I'm going to use it today. And I will see you all real soon. Happy savings, happy Sunday, and carry on. Keep saving. Bye.